Hey, hey, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing? I am Daphne Bowers Moore, and I am here to talk to you about a couple things that I've been feeling called to come on here and share. So, as many of you guys know, especially if you're on my regular wall, that I came back from a beautiful trip to Sedona, Arizona. I went on a seminar retreat with a group of amazing people, so that was a lot of fun. Had a lot of connections, definitely got some intuitive messages and information and downloads that came along during that process. Hey, Alicia. And so I wanted to pop in here and chat with you guys a little bit about what's going on with me and just in general. If you hop on here, please say hello, comment hello, and if you haven't been on here before, let me know that, and put where you're watching from, because I always like to know where, I'm making connections and where people are. I am in, oh my gosh, I almost said Alexandria, Virginia. That's where I grew up. Wow, that's like falling back into my, I haven't lived there since I was like 18. I live in Fairfax, Virginia, which is actually right down the road, but yeah, well, it's funny how time's working these days, and yeah, I'm all over the place. Hey, Nikki's here. How are you? Thanks for saying hi. I always appreciate everybody. So I know that people are on here with me. So when I got back from Sedona, I had just all this information and lots of, I don't know if you guys have been feeling this too, but there's been a lot of powerful energies going on with the eclipses, and there's the full moon and the eclipse were happening pretty much at the same time. It was amazing, yet I felt like the rest of the week after that, I was like on this like roller coaster of stuff going on. Like things are great, and then other things would come up, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? A lot of like old beliefs were coming up that I thought that I had like released, but I think there was also a lot of integration going on from my trip. And so it's been an interesting ride. But then I also have gotten, it's amazing because sometimes when we're getting ready to level up or move up to the next experience that's meant for us in our lives, as we're releasing things, they come up really strong right before you're ready to release them. They're like, let me just show you this little limiting belief or this thought that you've had over your lifetime that's been ingrained in you, that you're not good enough, or whatever it is. Everybody has their own stuff. There were definitely some interesting things coming up for me, which it's beautiful because they come up so that we can see them and recognize that they're not part of us. They're not who we are. Perhaps they're not serving you anymore, because if you want to move past them, we need to just observe them and watch them move through and let them be, and give yourself love and compassion and grace as you go through it, and just know that it's coming up to be seen again, that you don't want to attach to it or hold on to it or over worry about it or anything like that. It's just being the observer. Oh yeah, that's coming up again. So that being said, I've had, you have those lows, but then you have these really wonderful, for me, I call them like almost blissful experiences as well, where you're like on this really big high. And then there's all the in-betweens, right? Because we're never, a lot of times I'm pretty even going along, but then you have these rocky times that pop in when things need to be seen by you, and messages are coming in, you're learning something new. So I hope you guys are paying attention to these things too. And that brings me back to wanting to talk to you guys about my 5-week intuitive program that I'm going to be launching again. So the intro will be on November 24th, and then we'll be doing 5 weeks. There'll be recorded instructional and activation and practice videos 2 a week, and then we'll have 1 live video a week. So, or a live session, I should say. So, I'm really excited about it. I have gotten a lot of information that's come in. A lot came in when I did it the first time. And, sorry, I dropped a card. That must be our card. I'll look at it in a minute. But yeah, so a lot came through, and I'm so excited. More information's come through, and I know when I go through this process with the people that are meant to be in this group, it's like a little, when your energy's in there and my energy and the other people's energy, the right information comes through for the right time for each of us, and it's amazing what the people add into it, as well as, what I'm bringing through. A lot of information. I don't like to say that I'm teaching, because I'm really just helping you guys remember what you already know. Because when we dropped in onto this planet, we sort of went through an amnesia, or we don't really remember all the information that our higher self knows, that our consciousness on the other side knows when we're in this plane that we're currently in on the earth. So it's really fun to be able to remember these things. So I have been initiated, given information from other people. A lot of it I've brought through on my own and is my own experience. And so, yeah, I want to help you guys to step up on your intuitive game and your growth and your ability to step into like a little spiritual group or community that you can share in, ask questions. And, it's just going to be amazing. I'm so excited for it. So, I will go into a little bit more information in a minute on a deeper level, but I just wanted to start with that. So let's look at the card I pulled, which will be a group reading for us all. And, oh, interesting. So the card that we got was Messenger. Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Oh, don't we all need that? So yeah, so it is so funny that this card came up. Oh my gosh, like it's really crazy. So one of the first things that I connected into when I was looking inside myself for sometimes I didn't even realize I was looking inside myself, but that's really where we're meant to go to get information now. We're meant to, learn and remember things from the outside, but you really want to go inward, and the information you get from yourself is the most important. So it's so funny because it says Sirius energy, which I don't know if you guys know, that's a star system. And I'm definitely connected with Sirius because that was one of the pieces of information that's come through. And I feel like this is telling me to research into that a little bit more, because I sort of have been wanting to do it and I haven't. It says bringing harmony and balance. So this is a lot of what my intuitive program is about, is bringing in that peace, that harmony, and that balance. And we each are our own messengers. So you may hear information, you may learn information, but you really know, is this meant for me? Is this right for me? And sometimes when you get a reminder of information that you need to know, then it launches you off onto your own intuitive knowings that come in, and your just information. I call them downloads. They're just deep knowings and information that comes through for me. A lot of it comes through in journaling. Sometimes it comes through by verbally channeling, and I'll record it. And then sometimes I got a lot of information that came through when I did this intuitive program the first time. And I realized that I had learned a lot of information from other people, but a lot of other information was coming through on a deep level just through me. It was like I was remembering it myself. I was tapping into my own intuition and my own knowing. And so that's what I want you guys to be able to do. And it is absolutely magic when you start to realize your multi-dimensional being, so to speak, when you're able to connect into your higher self, to your angels, to your guides, to God, source, whatever you want to call it, spirit, all of it. It's so beautiful and it's amazing, but you have to be open to it and you have to learn how to tap into it. So I would love to take you guys on the journey that I have been on and kind of give you my Cliff Notes version of what I've learned so far. And so I have this 5-week, I'm offering my 5-week intuitive program again. And then for those that want to continue in January, there's definitely going to be a launching pad to the future. Because like I said, I have new information that's coming through and I'm so excited about it. So it's time to just move forward on this path. All of us together, we all need to do this. And if you're guided to work with me, you'll know it, you'll feel it, you'll absolutely be like, yes, that's the person I meant to work with. And if you're not, then there's probably someone else out there, or maybe it's just not the right time for you yet. Whatever it is, it's beautiful, it's perfect, it's absolutely how it's meant to be. That's how things happen for us. We think, oh, why are these things happening to us? Like, how many times have we thought something like that? But it's actually a little message for you when something's happening. And it's all happening for you, to be honest. So I just want to jump in here and give a little more information that's come through more recently. Well, not more recently. I'm newly sharing this, but it hasn't come through recently. But basically, a deep inner knowing that I've had within the last 6 months was that I'm meant to go out and help other people learn so that you guys can tap into yourselves and trust yourselves. You won't have to go out and get ratings from other people. Now you can, and it's fun, and don't get me wrong, I still like to do it sometimes. But I want you to be able to know how to tap into your own self and know, am I aligned? And am I going in the right direction? What am I meant to get from this? And, be able to move yourself into a deeper knowing, understanding, connecting into yourself and your connection to spirit. We all have our own different abilities and our own gifts. And I want you guys to learn what yours are, because we all are meant to share them and be in service to humanity. So this is one of my ways. I also am an energy healer. That's another way that I am. I have quite a few. But this is my newest passion, is helping other people tap into their inner guidance and being able to trust into themselves and to be more intuitive on all levels. So that being said, we are stepping into a cosmic age. We have all these different ages that we've moving through in humanity. And currently we're going into a cosmic age, which a lot of you guys know. You probably have heard about different people talking about aliens or cosmic beings or interdimensionals or whatever you want to call them. And so I want to help you guys expand and learn your multi-dimensionality and how we connect into everything else here on this, a level that we're meant to. And there's so much information that's out there and that I definitely want to share, but there's so much that I love how I can put it in this like little Cliff Notes version for you. Plus, it's really helpful to feeling comfortable, feeling at peace, moving forward in your own life, no matter what's going on around you, because there's a lot of stuff that's coming up right now because we're in a huge time of expansion. A lot of people are needing to go through difficult times to help them hopefully eventually step into their spirituality more and realize that we are spiritual beings and that's what we're meant to be doing. Now, we're not all going to start and do this at the same time, so we don't want to judge other people. Everybody's on their right path. But if you're feeling like you're ready and you're in that state of mind that you know that you're ready to move forward and try to figure out how we all fit here on this planet and all this multi-dimensionality, I'm so excited to bring you guys into that a little bit more in my program. Also, it's a beautiful, amazing time on my planet. This is mine. It's actually all of ours, so I should say our planet, but it is mine, right? It's yours, it's mine, it's everyone's, all the humans, all the animals, it's all of ours. So I was mentioning in Expand Creative Energy Awakening, I did a post in there if any of you guys saw it, but it was talking about how we were all born here on this amazing, beautiful time that we're in right now. And a lot of people would be like, really? What? What are you talking about? There's so much craziness going on. It's not easy. Everything's difficult. And yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that. But at the same time, there's a way to live in this world and find your own peace and your own bliss and live in your own truth, even in the difficult moments. And that's another thing that is what I'm really wanting to help people with, because it's not easy. It is not easy at all. So if you want to step forward in like a community or a group that feels very comfortable yet expansive and trying to remember what this is all about, I'm so excited for you to jump in there. And I don't like to use the word learn anymore. I'm going with remember, because you guys already know everything that I'm going to share with you. And when I tell you the things I do, I'm going to activate things in you, and then you're going to have your own knowings, and it's just going to add and add and add. And it's so amazing when you do this together with other people. So I'm so excited about that. So we're in a big time of change, and we're beginning to move into different dimensions. We'll be talking about that. You guys may have heard about the ascension. You might have heard about 3D, 4D, 5D, all that kind of stuff. We will delve into that a bit as well. Interdimensional beings, tapping into spirit, tapping into, your guides, your angels, God or source. And yeah, it's a beautiful experience, and I'm going to help you learn how to maybe tap into that on a deeper level. Or if you're already doing it, wonderful. You might get a few tips and pointers. I know that there's people that I have learned from and I've practiced with, and whenever you do that, you get little extra tidbits from other people. And a lot of times I just get activated by other people and reminded of things. Just the experiences sort of help springboard me to more information and messages that are meant to come through for me, but for a lot of other people too. And that's why I'm here talking to you guys about it, and why I do what I do, basically, with my spiritual business and my energy healing business. So yeah, I want to remind you guys of your own inner voices, your own knowings, tapping in. I want you to be able to trust those on a deeper level. We've been living in a way for a long time. I was talking about we're stepping into a cosmic age now. Well, we've been living for a long time in a way where we were looking for information from the outside, from religions, from teachers, from our parents, from institutions, from our governments, whatever it may be that people delve into to look for answers on the outside. But we're actually stepping into a deeper level and a shift, so that we are actually looking inward at information. And not that we can't, we get a lot of information from the outside, but it's important to be able to go in and decide, does this resonate with me? And use your discernment and be able to trust yourself. And that is actually, this is the biggest piece of information that's come through for me that helps me know that I meant to help people learn this, is I got that information that came through. And we all need to know this. We all need to step forward into trusting ourselves, knowing our own power, and loving ourselves on the deepest levels. And in return, also everyone around us, whether they look like us, whether they have the same religion as us, even if they're not nice to us, it doesn't matter. We need to have unconditional love. That doesn't mean you have to stay around them and hang out with them, but we need to learn how to come to a level of learning how to move out of that separation that forces are pushing us apart, that we're actually meant to go inward and come back together. So that was one of the biggest pieces of information that came through, that I was like, oh, yeah, I know what I need to help people with. Here we go. Let's go, guys. Let's do this. And what else did I want to tell you? I took a few notes. I was just like gone right through them without even looking. So we also may not resonate with the same people. As you delve into your side of looking for more, maybe your spiritual side, a lot of times some of the people that we used to be really close to or resonate with, we don't resonate with the same anymore. And that is another area that I want to help people with. It's important to be able to tap into other like-minded people and have your own community to be a part of and your own groups. But at the same time, we're also supposed to still live in a world with all those other people, and how to move forward and continue to be here to serve those people a lot of times, because they actually need you and your energy, and you're helping them whether you realize it or not. So yeah, we're actually here. I'm here to support others. And if you're watching me, so are you. You're probably one of the people that's going through this first. Along with me, and along with, there are quite a few other people out there, but then we all see how many people aren't, how many people are just still living in a world where they just don't see things on the spiritual levels yet. And that's okay. They're right where they're meant to be. They'll have their time and they get to make their choices, and that's all perfect for them. But it can be a lonely time if you're going through this alone. So that's another reason I wanted to do this, because I know I am someone that has gone through this alone for years and years and years. And there's people that I have shared some of this stuff with in my life, going back 25 years. But I feel like we have, well, I don't know, I'm going to put us into a boat, but I feel like a lot of us, maybe not you, but maybe you, have gone through a place where this is like your real life and this is your spiritual stuff, and they don't like really cross, you know. It's like you have it over here and you have it over here, and we're actually meant to integrate and be able to live in a way that we can be all of ourselves. And yeah, so that's another way that I'm looking to help people with this program. So I think I talked about all this stuff. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything that I wanted to tell you guys. Oh, yeah, another thing that I definitely want to help people with, and so it's important that when we go through this process of connecting in on a deeper level and tapping into our own inner knowings, our own highest path, our higher selves, our guides, our angels, God, whoever you want to call it, it's important that you realize that you're going through a purification within yourself. So a lot of stuff may come up, and it's good to be able to talk about those things. It's good to be able to, even if you don't talk about it, to be able to recognize it and just observe it and understand what you're going through. So I definitely want to help people learn how to observe so that they can see all the old programming or all the old limiting beliefs that they've lived in that we no longer have to live in anymore. Any old contracts we have, I don't know if you know about soul contracts, but any of that kind of stuff, the generational limitations and the fears, all of that, we're ready to move out of that and move beyond that. But we have to go through this process, which I will be helping you guys with, where we learn how to go through some purification to like remove some of that stuff. And when you do that, it actually helps lift you out of things. It can be difficult, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say it's easy. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but ultimately, it's so beautiful. It's so wonderful what will come through if you can get through this process. And so I definitely want to share this with other people. Also teaching how to protect your energy and how to navigate through if lower energies are coming into your life, and perhaps entities, just different interdimensional things that come up. Usually when we have a lot of fear, we'll see that, but I want people to learn that they have full control. Nothing around you, in your environment, in your energy, can affect you unless you let it. So that is another process we'll go through, is I'm going to be able to teach you some protections as well for your energy. Yeah, so we don't need to live in fear because you're more powerful than any energy outside of you. I'm giving that to you. Take that in, integrate it, know it, and it's one of the most important truths that we can learn. But definitely we'll be taking you through some processes in the program for that. I'm on my last bullet point here. So yeah, so many of us are going through this first, and the reason we're going through it first is so that other people around us, we will be there as a guiding light for them to look to when other people end up in a similar situation, or because you're meant to tap into your own path, into your own gifts, and to be there for other people and to serve as well. That's why you're here. Yeah. If you're watching this, you probably already know that, but if you don't, I'm reminding you that's why you're here. So if this resonates with you, I would love to have you come join. I think I put a post up a couple days ago. It's going to be $444 for 5 weeks, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be wonderful. If you're feeling called to jump in there, I would love to have you in there. Your energy is needed, and it's just going to be amazing. I already know that. I can already see it. That's one of the things that I want to help you guys tap into, is to be able to see your true highest self and your highest timeline for yourself, your highest path. And even though I know I'm like going towards that, it's a process. I'm not perfect. I'm not one of those people that says I'm better than you, I'm worse than you. No, we're all equal, but we all are here to share and to go through this together. So that being said, I'm so appreciative if you're on here live, and I'm sorry I haven't read comments. I've been, I didn't want to get distracted. I wanted to get the information out to you guys and share it. And I'm thirsty. Everybody drink your water. If you haven't drank enough water, please go do that. That's one of my other messages I love to share with people. If you're not feeling good, it might be because you're not drinking enough water. Little clue. I was not feeling good yesterday, and I was like, oh, I need to drink water. I drank I think 2 of these, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I feel so much better. Now, I wasn't perfect, but I was a lot better. So, thank you, Eileen, and thank you, Nikki, for being on here, and Alicia, and anyone else that's popped through. I really appreciate you guys. And if anybody watches this on the replay, go ahead and say hello. Tell me where you're watching from, and I will come back in and I'll say hi and comment on them. Let's go out with one more card. And I'm going to do a intuitive reading on this card and see what comes through for all of us that are watching this live or on the replay. It would be funny if I got the same card again because I put it back in, but I did not. Oh, okay. It's so synchronistic. So I got the card. It says called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. I swear to God, I just got that. I did not look. But yeah. Basically, this card is about everything I've just been saying, is that you're here for a reason. You're meant to be here during this time. You came in this particular time for a reason, to move into higher, expanded development of yourself and your life, and now's the time to open it up and to remember it. The energies that we've been going through have been really high. There's just so much that's been going on, especially in the last 10 years, but the last 3 in particular have been so strong. So I know a lot of you guys have been going through things, and know that you're on this path for a reason, and that there is a higher purpose, and there is more that you need to step into, and trust and believe in yourself and know your own power. And now's the time to step up. Now's the time to tap into your soul gifts and your training, and it's time to step up. There's that little doorway into the next level that's waiting for you, and I can just feel it energetically, because that's one of the other gifts I have, is I feel a lot of energy, and I can feel energetically how many people are ready to step through right now, and this door. And 2023 is going to be an amazing year for a lot of us, stepping into our highest selves and our soul gifts and our soul purposes. And so this last end part of this year, that's another reason I felt really called to do this intuitive program, is I want to help you guys tune into that. And I just know that there's something big coming for many of us, a new level of, riding this surrender wave that we're on, and learning to just shed all this stuff that we're no longer want to be living in, and that's no longer serving us. And it can be really scary, but it also can be really exciting and beautiful at the same time. And yeah, I'm going through it, and I want you guys to go through it with me. So whether you're in my intuitive group or not, stay on here, keep watching, come join my Expand Energy Awakening. I do things in there occasionally too, light language activations and readings and energy updates. And I may be more regular, I may not. We'll just see what happens. But I go in there when I'm called. I come on here when I'm called. I share things on my regular page when I feel called. So yeah, just keep following along, and let's do this together. I'm so excited. Just anybody that pops on here, anybody that's coming into my life, you're meant to be here, and I'm so happy to have you. So yeah, that's it for now. Anybody have any questions, let me know. I'm sending you guys so much love. Sending you out love. And also, anybody that's going through a hard time, I'm also going to, after this, I'll go out and I'm going to send out some energy to all the people that need a little extra love right now, which are many of us, right? Because some days are easier than others, right? All right, I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you're interested, and if you have any questions, or maybe you just want an intuitive reading one-on-one, maybe you want intuitive guidance meeting one-on-one, maybe you need some energy healing. I'm always up for that too. So just reach out to me. You can reach out to me in here in Creative Energy Awakening, but if you're on my Facebook wall, my regular Facebook, the messages come through easier that way, because Facebook's changed this whole business thing, and it's interesting. I'm learning it still, and yeah, I have to come check in here more often. So send it to my regular Facebook if you're on there. If you're not, come find me, Daphne Bowers Moore. I want to be friends with you all. I'll see you soon. Bye.